What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe now, and please don't forget to hit that like button after the video. It helps the channel out and I would really appreciate it. Alright guys, today we have a new unboxing and it is none other than Chucky by NECA. Let's see if waiting 3.5 years for this doll was worth the wait. Okay, so before I pull out Chucky out of this box, let's take a look at the box first. It does say good guys on the top. It has a bunch of burnt spots on the box, which is cool. It also says he wants you for a best friend. Man, looking at Chucky through that plastic, wow, he looks phenomenal. I can't wait to take him out this box, seriously. Alright, so let's rotate the box and see what else this box has to offer. Alright, so here on the side, on the very top, again, it says good guys. He wants you for a best friend. Okay, so we have a picture of Chucky dressed as a cowboy. It says he can be a cowboy. Second picture, he's dressed as a soldier. It says a courageous soldier. Third picture, he's a doctor. And the fourth picture, he's dressed as a baseball player, and it says a superstar baseball player. And at the bottom of that, there's the NECA logo. Alright, so here on the very top, again, it says good guys. He wants you for a best friend. But they did add something different. It says let him share your secrets. That's pretty eerie. Alright, so here we have Chucky drawn in a cartoon style and he's waving hi. I'm a good guy. Let's play. And then you have a bunch of his sneaker prints. And you also have a little burn spot. And on the very right bottom corner, it says NECA. Okay, so now we're on the other side. It does say again, good guys. There's a little burn spot where it says he wants you for a best friend. Now we have 3 different drawings of him dressed as a construction worker, and it says he can be a construction worker. Second picture, he's dressed as an Indian and it says a brave Indian. And the third and final picture, he's dressed as a fireman. It says a fearless fireman. And at the very bottom it says NECA. Now, the crazy story behind this is when NECA had these up for pre-order, that was 3.5 years ago, guys. Now, it wasn't supposed to come out 3 years later or 3.5 years later. I believe this doll was supposed to come out a year after they announced that they were working on this. NECA just basically kept telling everybody who pre-ordered their doll that, hey, they're working on it, don't worry, it's coming out soon, be patient, we'll provide you a little bit of information soon. And they never did. It just, I don't know who was behind the whole thing with NECA and these pre-orders, but they screwed up a lot with this. They promised the people who purchased this doll that, you know, the fingers were going to move, the eyes were going to move. They said a lot of things. So let's see if waiting 3.5 years was worth the wait for this doll. Let's see if they kept their word on everything. Now, I've always wanted a Chucky doll, and Chucky is one of my favorite horror icons. So I've always wanted a Chucky doll. But no company has ever produced a Chucky doll. Now, the Bride of Chucky is one of my favorite Chuckies. I think personally he looks the most evilest, menacing. He's all stitched up. He just looks bad. The second version that I like of Chucky is Part 2's Chucky. And there are a lot of people who make these Chucky dolls, you know, I mean, they do a phenomenal job, but they're so over the price. They're in the $2,000 and up. So I never bought one, but there's a lot of people that make them out of silicone, out of plastic. They look good, but we finally got a company who made the Bride of Chucky. But just looking at him through this box, I'm telling you, man, it's my dream to have this Chucky doll, and I'm so freaking thrilled of having one finally. When I pre-ordered it, I only paid $4.50 for it, I believe, and that's a reasonable price. But I know a lot of hard work went into this, but I do understand why a lot of people charge so much to make a Chucky doll like this. It's a lot of hard work. Alright, so there's really nothing else left to do but to take him out of this box. And NECA, I have faith in you. You made me wait 3.5 years. I'm sure it's gonna be good. So let's take him out the box. Alright, so here we have Chucky. He's attached to this piece of cardboard that came out of the inside of the box, and there's a lot of wiring that I have to cut, so this is going to take a minute, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like before I pull him off this. He has some kind of plastic around his head. I'm assuming that's to protect the hair. Now, the inside of this, you can see it's blue. There's a lot of blood splattered in there, but you can barely see it because it has like a bluish color inside there. Now, blue is my favorite color, but I would have chose to make it white because I think it would have stand out a lot more with the blood splatter that way. It does come with instructions, so that's a pretty good thing. You can see by those pictures that you can only move the joints a certain amount. If you don't, you'll break it. Alright, there's a wire right there. There's a wire everywhere. I mean, these wires are very strong, so this is gonna take a minute for me to pull him out of this. You can see one around his neck also. All right, so I will be right back after I pull him out of this because this is gonna take a minute. I already know. All right, so let's remove this plastic that's on his head. I don't know why they didn't use a hairnet, but let's see if it actually did protect the hair from getting all crazy in here. Let's pull this off. There we go. Alright, so by looking at this hair already, it doesn't look like this plastic protected it from getting frizzy. I mean, from what it looks like it's... Let's see. Alright, that's good. See, the back part of the hair is all tangled up, and that's not good. That means I got a lot of work to do to untangle all these hairs. And I'm no hairstylist, but this hair is so tangled up, I have to undo all this. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the hair. I mean, the hair is not the way I want it. I know his hair is supposed to be pushed back a lot, but I gotta mess with it. As you can see, the eyes do move. Look at all the little veins that they have. That looks crazy when it's white. It looks like this eye is a little bit more stiffer than the other eye. Alright, let me correct these eyes a little bit. There you go. Alright, well, I'll be right back. Let me go mess with this hair. Alright, so we're back and I got the hair kind of how I wanted it to look. I know you're supposed to push back the hair on the side, but I kind of like the way Chucky looks like this. He just looks a lot more crazier if his hair is messy. And as you can see here on the back, there's a lot of tangles in the hair, but it looks good. It looks good the way it looks right now. If you did pre-order it, I'm just giving you a heads up. The hair will be tangled a lot. Good luck in untangling it, and good luck on fixing it the way you want to fix it. And style it however you want to style it. Just have fun with it. Okay, so let me show you the eyes, the way they move up close. As you can see, this one moves pretty good. No issues. Now this one is a little bit more stiffer. Not that I can't move it, but it's a little bit more stiffer. Boy, look how creepy that looks. Oh my god. I love the fact that I can actually roll up the eyes and make them white. Alright, let me try to center this back to the way it's supposed to look. Alright, there you go. Now, the other cool thing about it is that you could actually move the Chucky doll's head. You can move it side to side, you can move it up, you can move it down. That's a very cool feature that NECA added because the Trick or Treat Studio didn't have that. You could only rotate its head like The Exorcist. And the neck area, it does have a neck joint in it, so it's very, very well hidden. Look at Chucky looking up. That's freaking awesome. Alright, let's have him look down. Look at that. That's freaking sweet. You know how many poses you can do with this? This is so perfect because when I take pictures, this is gonna look insane. Alright guys, so let me show you the outfit. Now, this is on point, I think, personally. I mean, it's weathered, it has holes, it has the little pins here. They did a tremendous job on this. Up here, you can see another pin. I do believe that the clothes were a little bit more baggier than this in the movie. This is the pocket that's half ripped. You can see it says good guy, it has the red buttons. Up here, you can see it has two strings holding it together. Right here on the left arm, you can see a lot of sewing holding the sleeves together. This hand is pretty long. I don't know. I'm not really feeling that hand. It looks too long for Chucky. And look at this hand. This hand has stitching on it. He's holding the knife in this one. You can see another pin right here in the back. All the weathering all over the pants. Alright, let's check under the shoes, and yep, it's weathered under the shoes also. It looks like it has dirt. You can see it has the axe, the fireman hat, the cowboy hat, the hammer, the bat, the little pistol. It says good guys on it. Now, I know a lot of you guys are looking at the sweater, and yeah, it's not the accurate sweater that Chucky has, but the green line is supposed to be a little bit more like wider, I believe, and brighter. But it's really no big deal, trust me. It's not gonna change anything. Once you get it out the box, you're gonna be like, wow, look how amazing this Chucky doll looks. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pose Chucky and have him on a 360.
No! I'm turning human again? If I don't get out of this body soon, I'm screwed.
Alright guys, so I know you guys wanted me to put these two together side by side just to see how they look. The Trick or Treat Studio on the left side is Chucky 2. Now the NECA version on the right side is from the Bride of Chucky and sculpted by Moody Pudding Studio. Now I know you guys want me to compare both of them and say which one's better, but I can't do that because they're from two different movies. But what I could definitely tell you is that the NECA version could stand on its own. It has no problem whatsoever. It will not fall over. It doesn't have that issue that the Trick or Treat Studio version did. The Trick or Treat Studio version, I could not stand that for the life of me. I mean, it would constantly fall over. I had to actually order a doll stand for it, and I hated that because I couldn't pose it. I couldn't do really much with it. But the NECA version, masterpiece, because you can actually stand it, pose it. It will literally just stand there. It will not tilt over whatsoever. Now the Trick or Treat Studio, I had to weather up myself. I had to like mess up his clothes. I had to darken up his face because his face was too pink. His hair was way too long. So I had to do a lot of modding for that. The NECA version, it was already weathered up, which I like. And on top of everything else, the Bride of Chucky is my favorite Chucky. The way he looks evil, he looks menacing. It's my favorite Chucky. So if I was gonna tell you which Chucky you should go get, I would say go get the NECA version. And Moody Pudding Studios did a tremendous job with the sculpting, man. Shout outs to you guys because you guys did an amazing job. This is my favorite Chucky, like I said, and you guys made my dream come true. And I finally get to own one of these beautiful Chucky dolls, all because of NECA and the great sculpting of Moody Pudding Studios. Guys, you made my dream come true. I am so thankful for this. Alright, so I did pose up Chucky in a lot of different ways. I took pictures, I took videos of him. I'm gonna show you some of it while I give you the rating for this Chucky doll. But if you do want to see the rest of the pictures and videos that I'm making, check out my Instagram. It's on the bottom right corner of this video. Or you could click the link in the comment section below. Also, I have a second account. I am going to upload a lot more there because it's an actual figure and cosplay account. So go check that one out too, because trust me, I'm going to upload a lot more there. Alright guys, so it's finally time to give you my rating for this Chucky doll. If you guys want to participate, rate the figure from 1 through 10, leave it in the comment section below and let us all know. And which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the Trick or Treat Studio version or would you prefer the NECA version? Let us know. Alright, so this is my rating for the Chucky doll. I'm going to give it a 9.5. Now the reason I didn't give it a perfect 10 because one, it doesn't have the accurate sweater. It's not that it's not the right sweater, it's just the color. Like the green should be a little bit more brighter. Also, the overalls and the sweater should be a little bit more baggier on Chucky. The outfit is a little bit tight. It's like a little bit more fitted on this one. It should be a little bit more baggier, but it does not take away anything from this Chucky doll. I'm telling you, if I would give it a 10 if it wasn't that. Trust me. Me personally, I like the way it fits on him, but if you want to be accurate about it, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I give it a 9.5. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. NECA did state when they announced that they were going to make this doll that the fingers were going to be articulated, and they had 3.5 years to do that. I don't know what happened, but these fingers aren't articulated. I think it would have been so awesome if we were able to move the fingers around like they stated we were going to be able to, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. We didn't get that. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by and checking out this unboxing. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe now, and please don't forget to hit that like button after the video. It helps the channel out, and I would really appreciate it. Alright guys, stay tuned for the next unboxing. Peace.
Mochis me le code de você. Adelaide porte poissé dembela. Adelaide porte poissé dembela. Adelaide porte poissé dembela.
This is it, world. From now on, no more Mr. Good Guy.